right. So today, going to be reviewing Down to Earth, Chapter 8 review. Another great chapter by Pookie Senpai. Definitely check out her works. I personally, I read through Webtoons. So if you have Webtoons downloaded or haven't downloaded Webtoons, definitely check them out. A lot of great stories on there, a lot of awesome authors as well. So I wanted to ask you guys that question actually, like, how long does it take you to trust someone? Trust is a big topic in this chapter between Kaede and Zeta, right? I mean, as we all know, Zeta, for those who follow the story, and if you don't, please start from chapter one. It's an awesome story. But for those who are not caught up, I mean, Zeta has come to Earth. She is an alien. She has fallen to Earth, and she is first met by Kaede. And when we're introduced to the story, Kaede is a single young man who just went through a breakup. He's kind of depressed and he's sad and he's lonely. And now these two are living together. He's going working through his own inner turmoil, and also she's an alien who doesn't know any of Earth's customs and doesn't really know how to live as an earthling yet. And Kaede has pretty much decided to take up that mantle of showing her how to live as an earthling so she can ultimately go out into the world and live on her own. So right now these two are living under the same roof, and although they are have decided they're going to live together, and they're going to live under certain rules and guidelines that Kaede has brought up, one of the biggest rules was rule number one and rule number two, and it's about trusting one another. And part of that trust is being able to live with one another without having any ulterior motives. And I think Kaede's a man after all, and Zeta is an alien, but an attractive alien. So them two living on the same roof. So we have in chapter 8, we open up with Kaede coming home from work. It was a pretty good day at work, but he comes home from work and he left Zeta home all day, which was probably a mistake. And you know, if he could do it over again, I'm sure he wouldn't do that. Like, it's her first time being left alone. She doesn't know how everything works in the house. What can go wrong? Well, yeah, a lot could go wrong. So she was playing the PlayStation. She was playing the video system, and you know, she thought, well, part of one of the rules was one of the rules of the house is that we are to clean up after one ourselves. So she took his gaming system and put it in the dish and into the sink, and she washed it. Obviously, we know you don't put electronics into water, but she's an alien. She doesn't know. So he gets home from work, and she's in the kitchen, and in fact, his gaming console is in the sink. It's it's cooked. It's over. It's over. That gaming console's gone. So he kind of has a little bit of a breakdown. He has a little bit of a breakdown at that moment where he's like, man, everything's going wrong. I have my breakup. I have to socialize. Coyote is very much antisocial. He gets extremely uncomfortable around other people. And, you know, you guys, please comment, you know, if you're like that as well, because I have a little bit of anxiety when it comes to being around large groups of people myself. I mean, it feels draining, because I feel like I sometimes have to be somebody I'm not to fit into the environment that I'm in. And if you guys feel that way, please drop a comment. Let me know what you think. But Coyote's kind of going through it mentally, and he lashes out at Zeta. And in fact, he corners her at one point. He cornered her at one point, and he puts his body very close to hers. And he says to her, "You're very trusting of me, but I am a man. Do you know that's dangerous?" And she responds was well, I do trust you, but I'll take my trust back if you continue acting this way. Coyote realized that he crossed the boundary and he was breaking his own rules that he set forth. So he steps back and then they go into a conversation about trust. And Coyote pretty much told Zeta that you've put all this trust in me, um, that you've put all this trust in me, even not knowing me, that I need to trust you as well. So he's been extremely overprotective. He's worried about her leaving out. He has rules about her leaving out by herself. He has a rules about who she can talk to and where she can go. Pretty much, she's been confined to the house at this point, and he opens up and says he needs to begin to trust her with the amount of trust she's given him, because she is living in his house and she's not fearful of him, and it would be something that of his own doing that could ruin that. So I think this was a very good chapter between our two main characters, and how their growth in their relationship. And trust is a great foundation of that. And we also need to, you know, pay attention and honor people's boundaries. There are times where you don't know if something that you're doing is making somebody uncomfortable, but once you notice that they're uncomfortable, you definitely should change that behavior. Another great chapter. Shout out to Pookie Senpai. And if you like my chapter review, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You can check out every video I drop. Check out some of the older ones as well. It's your boy Dame. I'm signing out. See ya.